Welcome back, everybody. I told you we were going to be a very short break, so we wound up having round number 4, the final round of Super Pioneer here. Tom and Eric are going to be bringing you that one, and unfortunately, we don't have a Kevin on stream, whether it be Duda or Huang. We wind up having 2 players. One we haven't seen before on stream. Friend of the stream.
Not today.
Not today. Friend of the stream, Kyle Mendoza, who's going to wind up playing the Dimir Rogues list, which is a loner deck at the store, going up against Brandon Chen, who we have seen on stream earlier today, playing the Selesnya Angels deck, which is a loner deck at the store. So both of these decks can be found behind the counter if you come down to Card Art. You can grab them, you can play them in the events in the store, and they are kept up relatively up to date by Garrett, our resident Magic wizard, who's back behind the counter, updating all the decks, keeping them competitive, and letting them go 2-1 in the end of the month tournament.
Yeah, honestly, we've definitely expanded the loner deck library quite a bit in the last couple months. It used to be just, there was a Spirits list, there was a mono red list that nobody really played. There was a Golgari Knights Adventures list that we saw on stream a couple weeks ago. But now we have, we have Angels, we have Ninjas. I mean, there's a lot of funny stuff. I won't say we have a lot of meta decks here available to loan, but they put up a good fight. I mean, the Spirits list actually I think they took end of month like twice in a row.
Oh, yeah, as I said, the Spirits list is very strong. We have a Phoenix list that is also available for borrow at the store. So. Yeah. Really, really good stuff that you can wind up playing, and then some like more tier 2 kind of stuff or more experimental stuff if you want to so choose to do that, such as this Dimir Ninjas list, which is currently playing Thoughtseize. We get a chance to see Brandon's entire hand after this Elvish Mystic. A Bishop of Wings, a Giada, and a pair of lands is here. And Kyle just kind of considering which one of the 2 mana creatures that empower the rest of the deck he wants to take.
Oh, Bishop of Wings.
Yeah, that one gains a lot of life, and unlike the Rakdos Demons deck, I don't think that Unstoppable Slasher is a ninja.
Giada. Giada too. Good thing Kyle took the other one.
Yep. And Kyle should be going down to 17 here from that Thoughtseize, as Brandon just goes with the Elvish Mystic.
Yeah, this is not a mana dork today. This is a beater.
It is, yeah. 1 damage, very powerful.
Oh.
We have the best ninja in the deck, Ornithopter, comes down.
The Thousand Face Shadow just being hard cast.
Thousand Face Shadow being hard cast.
That is unfortunate. Thousand Face Shadow is one of the funny ninjas in the deck that does not really get much value normally. Yeah, it's a flying 1/1 ninja, but its best effect actually comes when it gets ninjutsu'd in, because normally ninjutsu cost is either the same or it's about half of the regular CMC casting cost of the ninja. But in this case for Thousand Face Shadow, it's actually 4 times the amount, and that's because when it comes in tapped in attacking, you can actually make a token of another attacking creature that you control.
Yeah, and we saw Kyle unfortunately stuck on 1 land here, and Kyle looking to potentially ninjutsu out this circuit breaker hacker, but Brandon is kind of hip to the jive, blocks the Ornithopter, and Kyle with only 1 land unfortunately is going to scoop that one up and just say, all right, I'm going game 2.
Guys, it's only 5 minutes into the round.
That was Giada has flying with Vigilance.
Yeah.
And that came into very big effect there as Kyle keeping a 1-lander and just unfortunately getting a little bit punished there. He could have attacked with the circuit. He could have attacked with the Thousand Face Shadow as well, but I guess didn't want to trade off for the circuit breaker hacker giving a draw discard.
Yeah, unfortunate. The big problem in this matchup, and I think Kyle's going to have a lot of trouble with this even in the later games here, is the fact that ninjutsu requires the attacker to be unblocked. Typically, you have some form of evasion, but in Pioneer, the most common form of evasion that you can get is flying. And what do angels do? They
gain life.
Yeah, exactly.
They fly. They got wings. That's what angels are going to be doing. And that is the reason why those ninjas were not able to sneak in underneath the angels deck. And Brandon's going to be taking game number 1 there. Now, most importantly, we do have the Dimir Ninjas deck is a Black X mid-range deck, which means that we have access to Black X mid-range cards in our sideboard. We already saw Thoughtseize's main deck. We have Fatal Pushes. We have potential for Go for the Throats, Bitter Triumphs, all sorts of removal spells. Probably going to see all of those coming out from Kyle's deck, but we also have access to some blue tempo spells. We have some counter magic. We have some spell piercy type things. Do you think we hedge on those against the Collected Company mostly creatures deck?
Definitely the creature removal. I don't know about spell pierce. Having to keep up mana for this thing that only hits Coco feels a little bit bad, especially since with the elves, Brandon is pretty easily able to go over the top of a Spell Pierce. So I think Spell Pierce does line up a little bit strangely, unfortunately.
I said that unfortunately the ninjas deck being so kind of focused on the more kindred style of stuff and having their creatures synergize and having the ninjutsu shenanigans doesn't necessarily have the same amount of interaction that the blue part of the package is going to offer compared to like the mono black or the Rakdos Demons decks that we've seen previously on stream. But from Brandon's side of things, as we were talking to him after his camera match a few rounds ago against Frenchie's Rakdos Demons deck, we did hear Brandon saying, I needed my Skyclave apparition. So those are definitely coming in here against a more creature-centric deck.
Yeah, Skyclave very powerful here. Being able to just remove whatever you want from the board, I think. We'll put Kyle in kind of a tough spot. I think one of the only things that they can't remove in the deck is probably the new Kaito, if I remember correctly. I think it's a 4-drop.
It's a 4-drop, so you can still hit it, but if it's on Kyle's turn, it has Hexproof.
Yeah, so you won't be able to hit it off of Coco, so that's a plus side.
You have to do it at sorcery speed, basically.
Oh no, sorcery speed Coco, whatever shall we do?
Well, the sorcery speed Coco is only weaker than the upkeep Coco, if that's a throwback to some old Pioneer regional championship drama.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Kyle, unfortunately, going to be taking another mulligan down to 6. See if he's able to find a hand with multiple lands as well as the ninjas to kind of get the party started. Now, the one thing is that, as you mentioned, 4 mana for the Kaito. Everything else in the deck is going to be like somewhere between 1 and 3 mana, and the highest thing that you wind up having is like the ninjutsu cost on Thousand Face Shadow.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if Kyle's able to keep a more aggressive hand here, because once they start going with, the Thopters, the Thousand Face Shadow, the, Silver Fur Master, try and buff your team. If you're able to get a Kaito out, just having the emblem really helps, kind of even out this race a little bit. Definitely helps. Ooh, land, that's easy. Alright, Skyclave.
Ooh, there is the Skyclave apparition as well as a Giada. So that is going to wind up being a big consideration here for Kyle. Is that its second Giada? No, okay, that's the Skyclave apparition there.
4 lands, Skyclave. Youthful Valkyrie,
not young Valkyrie. that was my bad. I got the brain worms in everybody's head now for that one. So looking at this, I mean, depending on Kyle's hand, you got to think Skyclave or Giada. Giada helps you ramp into some of your bigger angels later on, but the Skyclave apparition answers whatever Kyle's going to be trying to throw onto the battlefield.
I'm inclined to say Giada, actually.
I mean, you can ninjutsu an illusion token, just the token goes away.
Yeah.
Right, so Giada is going to hit the graveyard. Kyle, we're going to pass it back to Brandon. Oh, no. So the worst thing would be like an elf off the top.
What the heck?
Fatal push. Oh, Thoughtseize number 2. All right, so maybe the elves aren't the worst thing in the world because you're just going to start taking everything you can
Valkyrie. Okay. Another land drop? Another land drop? Please?
Ooh, is it only Mutavault and then the pathway on black? Okay, we have blue mana, and we did decide to want to take in the Skyclave apparition instead. So Kyle, knowing that he has to advance the board at some point, I mean, this Youthful Valkyrie at no other angels, not the scariest thing in the world.
Down to 15. Kyle still not having an Ornithopter or anything is a little bit scary. 2 mana. Satoru. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Youthful Valkyrie without any other angels is not that scary, but here's another angel, I think.
Ooh, and that's Righteous Valkyrie as well. Ooh. Oh, and a portable?
Oh my god, Brandon is overwriting his previous stream curse.
Brandon is putting us in the circumstance where we might have a quick round 4, unfortunately.
Shoot, I gotta go find a backup match now.
I mean, we might have to right here. The Angels deck is doing the Angel deck kind of things. As Youthful Valkyrie pops up to a 2-power creature because of the entering Righteous Valkyrie. Righteous Valkyrie is going to start gaining us a bunch of life when we play our creatures. Now, Kyle isn't out of the game yet. Yes, Satoru would have been great, especially if we had Ornithopter in hand to start drawing us cards and getting us towards our things. But we do have, we have the potential to play things like Mockingbird here, which we are going to wind up making our own angel now. So this is actually a Stonewall for now.
Mockingbird. What a cool card to come out of Bloomburrow.
Mockingbird. What a cool card to come out of Bloomburrow.
Oh, man.
All right, so a swing in here. Oh, but we did have the face up a Ganjo, so Mockingbird may wind up in the bin here. So it does do its duty in chump blocking for now, and only 2 damage comes across to Kyle, but now he's got an empty board all over again. Kaito.
Hard cast Kaito here. Having to choose which mode to use right now. I don't think it's the plus to get an emblem because unfortunately Kyle does only have 1 card in hand. It is the minus here. Or the 0, sorry.
Yeah, it's the 0, so this isn't actually going to draw Kyle a card either, it's just Surveil 2.
Yeah,
He keeps both on top in the same order.
Oh.
All right, so if Kyle lives this turn, which could potentially not happen if Brandon goes Angel into Angel. Okay, and Brandon just has nothing off the top of the library, so just, swinging both at Kaito as well. So that Kaito bought Kyle for life.
Let's see what Kyle kept on top. Oh, Bishop of Wings.
Ooh, this could get out of hand real fast if there's another Angel at all.
This just went from bad to worse, but Fatal Push immediately off the top for the Bishop of Wings.
All right, Kyle's alive. And we're activating Mutavault. We got a 2/2.
Mutavault, the best ninja.
This screams ninjitsu. Are you blocking with the Land of War Elf that cuts Brandon off of potential collected company mana?
Oh,
The bluff.
the bluff.
2 damage. And just a quick passing of the turn here. I mean, what the 1 mana ninjitsu is like Circuit Breaker Hacker, so you could draw a card. And I guess
Yeah.
Brandon was just like, that's not the worst thing in the world. And so I just cracks back for 4.
Oh, Thopter.
All right, that's a flying
Okay.
blocker. That buys us more time.
Oh, this is pretty rough here for Kyle. 1 mana, Mutavault.
I'm doing it again. You didn't get us the first time. What about the second time?
Mutavault is a ground angel. Oh, Silver Fur Master. Replaying the land for a turn. Wait, that's untapped though.
It should be untapped.
But Silver Fur Master, a lord for ninjas and rogues. Also, ninjitsu cost less.
Oh, well, it got Skyclave Apparition right off the top, right on time.
On. Kyle going to 3. This is the last turn here.
All right, well, we knew 2 of the cards on top of his library, most likely the Silver Fur Master and the Fatal Push that were kept there from the Surveils. So Kyle, empty-handed, last card on top of the library has to be something to do with at least one of these blockers because that's 4 damage in the air, and then we got Mutavault most unfortunately does not fly.
Thinking real hard about this. What is the card?
Oh, it's Nashi.
Oh. Wait, now she doesn't save him, though.
Nashi doesn't save Kyle, but Kyle's not dead yet because I did forget about the Ornithopter, which can still block.
Thopter can block. That is true.
So as long as Brandon did have to take some damage as well.
This is the Duskmorn one. That one.
Yeah, Searcher in the Dark. This is one of my standard go-tos.
Your standard rat ninja wizard.
Yeah, you know, just basic creature types here. Brandon plays quick little land for turn. Ooh, Righteous Valkyrie is going to wind up gaining 4 life.
Oh my god.
So Brandon back up to 20. That's another angel for the youthful Valkyrie. So do have to block that one. Kyle will go to 1.
Oh jeez. Only swinging in with the 1. Thopter chump blocking. Top
Okay.
deck. He's still thinking.
And this Nashi is never connecting.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's 3 blockers.
Oh, it's just a Kaito, and that's an extension of the hand. Good game is called, and Brandon Chen going to be advancing to 3-1 on Pioneer Super Tuesday. They're going to wind up redeeming themselves for the earlier match on stream and giving us a very quick round 4.